Do women care about the size of a man? If so, why? Penis. Anyway. To say size means nothing is a lie. I don't like a huge dong, but above average is great. Here's the thing though. That means so much less than every other part of a relationship. You know who cares about dick size more than anyone else? Men. I think it must vary from vague to dick. Don't think of it as a one-size-fits-all perspective. Seems like the verdict is women here favor guys to be mostly tall, average is decent, but don't be short, have a nice bank account, and an average penis is preferred, big is painful, and don't be small. So being short in cash, penis, or height is the most unfavorable. Best of luck to the broke small-sized short men. Yes. If it's too big it hurts, and guys with big dicks seem to not try. Like they just slam it in there without caring about technique at all. I am 5'9". I have dated men my height, taller, and shorter than me. For men shorter than me, it makes me feel like an Amazon queen. For men taller than me, it makes me feel petite since I am usually the tallest woman in a group of women and I love wearing heels. Honestly, it comes down to how he treats me and his personality. Above all, I love a confident man. If he is confident about his height and everything else about him that makes him who he is, then all height is a number. No, I look for certain qualities in a man. Married a guy who was 5'7", divorced for reasons unrelated to his height, and my current boyfriend is 6'6". They are both good with their hands. Bro, yes. Just look at the couples around you. Most girls are with guys noticeably taller than them, or equal height at the least. It's just what they want. As for the reason, probably biological. I'm 5'8" and have dated guys up to 6'6". One of the sexiest guys I ever dated was 5'4", sexy and gorgeous. He wanted to marry a tall woman because he said he didn't want dwarf-sized children. He had to relocate for a job and I could not follow at that time. Some tall girl got very lucky. I personally couldn't give less of a shit. Big dick, small dick, red dick, blue dick. Unsolicited dick is the only exception to my rule. I've never cared about my partner's height or penis size. I'm 5'6", so most guys just are taller than me, but I would have no problem dating a woman shorter. We'd have to buy step stools for the kitchen cabinets. For penis size, longer does not mean more pleasure. An argument can be made for thickness, but either way the magic wand gets me to orgasm in less than 30 seconds and that doesn't go inside at all. I like them taller than me. But I'm 5'3", so my BF only had to be 5'8" or so to keep me happy. No more than, hetero, dudes worry about the size of a woman's boobs. Some got a preference but most don't. Either way it isn't stopping anybody. I care about the size of a man's dick, lol, and so do many others. Sometimes a tiny tool isn't going to do what needs to be done, regardless of skill. If I find out a man has one not up to my standard, it's a no-go for me. As with anything else, some do, some truly don't. Most women need clitoral stimulation to orgasm, so your mouth is at least as important. I'm 5'10" and dated a guy who was 5'7" at most for 5 years. We got looks but I didn't care. At the time we worked well together. As a guy who is 6'5" tall, I despise when women say things like I only date men taller than 6 feet. It's shallow and makes me feel like I'm nothing more than a prop. Of course. That's why taller men get more dates and sex. Height is a deal breaker. Of course, there are women with shorter partners, but these are the exceptions. I care about a man's character. Having a passion is sexy. A talent that he has poured his life into and has gradually mastered over a long period of time. That to me is the ultimate sexy. Yes, they obviously do. If you're so small you can't even get inside, what do you think their reaction will be? It's okay. Hell no, it's not. I'm trying to figure out what size you mean. Are you asking about their height or their penis? Either way, everyone has their preferences, but personally, I don't think it matters. I'm 5 feet tall and about 100 lbs, so it doesn't take much to be bigger than I am in stature or more than I can handle in the dick department. My husband is over a foot taller than I am, about 120 lbs heavier and has an average-sized penis, and he knows what to do with it, which is what matters. The vast majority of answers will be subjective feels-good bullshit. There have been an absolute wealth of studies regarding the matter, and it is very clear, despite what somebody says, wants to believe, or have even successfully convinced themselves of, that men and women both care about height. A lot. The most interesting thing a question like this can precipitate is how people are rationalizing. I am not sure what you're referring to by size. If we are talking their height, I have tried to date someone shorter than me. It just felt weird. Sorry. So I need someone who is at least the same height as me. If we're talking about penis size, it is important. If it's too big or too small, it's just not gonna work. Average is what I prefer. I feel taller than most men even if I am physically not taller, if that makes any sense. So it doesn't matter much to me. As long as I don't have to constantly deal with insecurity, I could care less. Height-wise, somewhat I like that my boyfriend is taller than me and is able to reach things from a height I can't. D size, yeah, not really as long, 6+ inches. Definitely not, it's more about making sure you know how to use it and other things beforehand. Make an effort to meet her needs and she'll appreciate you. Only issue I've ever had is guys blowing their load too quick. I don't care about a person's height or weight. Neither has anything to do with being a good partner. That said, my husband's penis is too big, so we have to be creative about adult fun time. I don't know why men want a big penis. I think smaller than average would be more versatile. I care about the quality of the man, more than his size. I'm thankful my man has the perfect size for me. I've has a very small one and really not worth my time, and one that was huge and it was just too much, it didn't give me any more pleasure. I'm truly happy my man has the right size for me. Meh, to an extent yes. But it isn't the format thing we are worried about. Too much length is just uncomfortable to painful for certain positions, speeds, and length of time. Too much girth is just not gonna fit without extensive prep work, and even then it won't be for long. Smaller but with a high skill set for how to use their equipment in conjunction with mine is ideal. And stamina. I prefer men to be taller than me. Inches is not very important, there's a lot of ways to satisfy women. Speaking personally, no. It's been my personal experience that men with the biggest equipment have no idea how to use it effectively. As a good friend of mine says, it's not the size of the pen, it's how you write your name. I'm guessing you mean dick size considering it's tagged NSFW. But no, it definitely how you use it and how you connect with each other during sex that matters. As long as it's within the normal range, you're fine. If you are way smaller or way bigger, some accommodations might be needed, and not every woman wants to deal with that.